HipHopGamer Show. What it is, hip-hop. One and only HipHopGamer, Hot 97, GameStop, BET, where hip-hop lives. You already know what it is. Check this out, man. Check this out. This is going to be real good. It's going to be real good. You already know how I do, but this is going to be extra special, right? Fallout 4. A lot of people is already saying this game of the year, right? Even in the email that I got, shout out to my man Jeff Keighley, you know what I'm saying, with the Game Awards, even in the email that I got, Fallout 4 is already listed as the Game of the Year, you know, nominee. Right? That's second thing. Third, this review is going to expose a lot of things that's going to create another video after I do this one. Now, is Fallout 4 a really good game? Yes, it has a lot of good elements about it. But in my opinion, and I'm just being honest, man, I'm being truthful. You already know how to do it. I don't even got to say that, but you already know what it is. This game is not what a lot of people is making it out to be. It's really not. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things in this game that's poor. And I feel that Fallout, because of the brand name or the money behind it, is getting a pass. Whereas a lot of other games has been annihilated and called out on their wrongdoings. We've seen it with Watch Dogs. We've seen it with Assassin's Creed Unity. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, if you're going to be real across the board. You know what I'm saying? Don't hesitate. Don't be on that BS. Keep it 100. Keep it 1,000. Fallout 4 is a good game. It got some amazing things to it. But Game of the Year, when you want to talk about true standards in quality, performance, execution, dynamic, everything coming together as a complete composition, Fallout 4 doesn't do it. But let's get into all the details, graphics, gameplay, all of that. We're about to get into all of it. But I just wanted to do that introduction so y'all could understand how serious this video. Alright, so check this out. Welcome to Fallout 4. This is the review. We're going to start out with how incredible the presentation is. Damn! Real talk, Fallout 4, the way they bring you into the game, bring you into the world, like one of the slogans, the main slogan behind the game is war never changes. And it is so true in the way they bring you into this game and they talk about it and they explain it and make them, like, it really sets in your mind, your heart, your soul. Like, this game gets you going out the gate. It gets you going. Fallout executed that part. I mean, how you even think of that? Like, the way they did it. Truly phenomenal. So I think that I think the story, the way they set it off and give you chills, man, is that great. So that's the first thing I want to mention. Second thing I want to talk about, which is really, really cool, that stands out, is the character creation. I love how you can, you know, create your character. You know, you got male, female, and depending on how you, you know, put them together, you know, your baby will turn out a certain way or whatever. It's like those little details that make it that much more exciting just from a creation tool. So I think, and the cool thing about it is when you're creating them, like, they stand in front of the mirror. So they like, let's see what we got here. And then when you change the sex, it's like, and then the female come up, she's like, excuse me, darling, let me see what we got going on here. Like, they made it like how we really look in a mirror. Like they really gave feeling to a character creation tool. I thought that was very incredible, and it's something that stood out, and it's something that brought enjoyment to creating the character. I thought that was very unique. I thought that was cool. That's the second thing I wanted to mention. The third thing I want to talk about is the graphics. To get to the graphics. Now, character models. Now, a lot of people I've heard was talking about how when they first saw Fallout 4, they wasn't too impressed with the graphics. They were saying that they wish, you know, it's PS4 and Xbox One, they wish the graphics would have been, you know, better, more next gen, so to speak, whatever. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Fallout 4 looks damn good. graphically that joint look good. Character models look solid. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like over the top, yo, I've never seen this before, but it looks solid. It fits well within the environment. It looks good. It looks detailed. You know what I'm saying? You see the scars and the marks, and like, it looks really solid. It looks really good. Really, really, really good. Very clean, very crisp, nice textures, all of that. It looks really good. Okay? Another thing is the objects, you know what I'm saying? Like, just looking at the objects in the environment, in the world, even like the detail on how real and believable the wastelands is. That is, I mean, damn, like the detail and the foliage and all the extra minor details that make a big detail when you put them together is all evident and present in the game. Is there. You know what I'm saying? The environment feels real just because of what's designed around it in terms of objects. You see what I'm saying? When you walk around, you know something happened, like, that made it look like what you see currently. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is incredible the way they bring that together. Another thing is the environment overall. The environment is huge, and you can see very, very far out. You know what I'm saying? The changes in time in terms of the day-night cycles, everything is gorgeous. The leaves, when you got like the texture detail in this game is crazy. They really, really went like above and beyond with just sheer texture detail on everything to make it come alive. From looking at the environment to interacting with objects and just looking at your cell phone screen, it is really, really great with the graphics. So I applaud them for that. I think it's phenomenal. The next thing I want to talk about, we're gonna go down to this gameplay. Now, with the gameplay, here's my issue. Okay, now we're back. Now we're talking about gameplay. Now with gameplay, you got first person and third person view. I think that's phenomenal. And also in the game, you can actually adjust the depth of how you want the third person view to be. So if you want, so when you zoom in and stuff like that, if you want to be real close up, it'll be real close up. If you want to be further back so you see more of your character when you got all the enemies coming, you can do that. That right there changed the game for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I never seen that before. I've heard people say that option is in a lot of PC games, but I never seen that before in a console title. That's crazy to be able to manually adjust your perspective from a third person viewpoint. Crazy in a first person shooter like that. That changes the game, the gameplay, the feel and look at the game. That one little thing is very powerful. So I thought that was crazy. Another thing I want to say is that the map is very easy to follow, and that's important because you got your little green icon. You just look at the bottom. You point to where it go like a compass, and you just go straight there. And when you go there, you're there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I really like how the map is because it helps with pacing where you need to go. You know what I'm saying? I don't like games where like you get lost, you don't know where to go, and there's nothing to lead you where you need to be. It gets annoying and it could get boring really fast because you're not able to keep the pace up and keep that momentum going that got you excited for the game in the first place. You see what I'm saying? So in terms of the map, that's really great. Executing targets. I thought this was great, but here's a problem. There's a pros and cons to when you execute targets. So you have this thing called VATS, and it allows you to zoom in on your target, and you can choose which part of the body that you want to hit. So let's say you're about to kill a roach or something like that, like, or a big bee, or just any type of enemy or zombie or something like that. You know, animal, whatever it is. When you hit L1, I played this on the PS4. When you hit L1, it goes into this mode where you can choose what limb you want to shoot up. So if the torso is like 97 and it's that's like a better hit, you know, you pull the trigger, then you hit X, and then you can shoot. Now here's the problem: a lot of times you shoot, they dead, one drop, whatever, because you either close up or you just got a good enough gun. Boom, they dead, and it's hot, and they show it at a camera angle where it's cinematic and a cutscene. Like, it is sick. It's sick. But here's the problem: this is one of the dumbest parts of the game too, in terms of the cons part of that technique. There's times where I could be up close on some dude, hit them in the head. They have no armor or nothing on their head. I got a shotgun or something. Straight up, boom, in the face a couple of times, boom, and they power go down like a little bit like this, and they still alive trying to kill me. What the hell? Like, that right there is horrible. That will make a person stop playing the game right there, because that's just dumb. That is dumb, that's stupid, and that's another reason that I feel this game got issues, because it's very unbalanced. We're going to get deep into this gameplay. Like, trust that. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, it's like, they do a lot of dumb things in this game that just logically don't make sense according to the way the world is and the way the game comes at you. It's like, how the hell, you ain't got no armor on your head. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, if that happened to me, I'm dead. I'm gone. I gotta start over. You see what I'm saying? So, I don't like that. It's stupid. Like, you could literally be up close, and there's times where it's like the bullet didn't even touch them. And then when you do hit them, it's like they didn't even feel it. That is bad. That is just bad code right there. That's horrible. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like that at all. The next thing I want to talk about is the talking mechanics. You actually have persuasion mechanics in this game where you can, like, you know, kind of talk your way out of things or talk your way into getting things. What I really like about this is the dialogue that they use to make it happen is so believable, it's so real, and it puts you into that character's like shoes that much more, because some of the witty things that they'll say, or he'll say, is like, wow, like, that was very smart to say in this situation, and blah blah blah. So it makes you appreciate that skill point. You know what I'm saying? The whole persuasion thing. I think that is phenomenal, the way they did the dialogue in here, that makes the personality come out more in your character. So I think that is great. Another thing I want to talk about is the sound effects. The sound effects in this game is really good. Really good. Scary to a point too, because sometimes you be hearing some like all types of stuff, because like I said, you got roaches and all types of big, like, nasty looking animal mutated stuff. So sometimes the sounds is really creepy, and they do a great job with sound and the ambiance of the environment. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot going on, so you hear a lot of the air and all this other stuff, and it comes to life. The way they did this environment in terms of look and sound and presentation and lighting and all that stuff, yo, it's hell of a job. Hell of a job. So I think the sound effects is great. Also, you know, just the sounds of the guns, and there's so many different ones and so many different things you can do. Like, all of the sound effects is really, really great. I mean, even when you walking on a wooden board or something like that, like, everything truly stands out, and I think that right there is great sound design. So they did great on the sound. The next thing I want to talk about is the dismemberment. The dismemberment in this game is sick. You get your head blown off. When I mean blown off, your head gone. It'll pop up in the air. The blood will gush out. Yo, the blood will be dripping. You get your arm shot off, leg shot off. I mean, up close range. Yo, it's like, it's not forgiving at all. They show you everything like Mortal Kombat fatalities and X-rays in one. It is crazy, the dismemberment in this game. Damn, yo. See, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, when you got dismemberment like that, all I want to do is shoot up stuff and everything like that. But then because of the inconsistency and unbalancedness of how this game performs a lot, it takes away from what you actually love about the game or enjoy about it. So it becomes hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? It's disappointing. You know what I'm saying? But that part is really great. Another thing is like, another thing about the game, but I think this is a big problem. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. It is so dumb. Like, so you gotta use bobby pins, right? So when you're using a bobby pin to unlock something, sometimes the bobby pins break so easily and so quick. But if you run out of bobby pins, that's it. You can't get through that area. You can't get whatever you need, and you gotta go around finding bobby pins. And they don't tell you where to go to find a bobby pin. So you can spend so much time trying to find a bobby pin to open up a door that should already be open. If not open, you should be able to shoot it open. Like, literally, there's doors in the game where the wood is ripped off and all this other stuff. You can see through the other side just from the door because it's that badly damaged. You need a bobby pin to get in. I I got a shotgun, a laser, all this other stuff. You mean to tell me I can't just shoot the lock off as an option? I need to use a bobby pin? Like, it's just certain things that just don't make sense that happens in this game. You know what I'm saying? And it's so detrimental because if you're on a quest and you gotta do something and they tell you that you need to do this and a bobby pin is in your way from completing this task, and if you run out of bobby pins because the way the mechanics is set up with the bobby pin is very tedious, you stripping the fun away. You stripping it away. It's like, why am I doing this? It's like if somebody told you that you gotta get to the 50th floor of a building in like 2 to 3 minutes or else you're gonna be late. And like the person tell you take the stairs. But the elevator's working, but they tell you to take the stairs. And then I'm like, no, I'm gonna take the elevator. No, because if you take the elevator, you have to know the code to punch into the elevator. But if you just go upstairs, why can't I just push the button and take my ass upstairs? Why I gotta go do all of this just for the sake of what? Like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like, and that's what I mean. It's things like that in the game that just turns you off. And makes you want to, there's other options in other games that's better than Fallout that a person can play. And these little nuances is annoying. So that's one thing that I felt was a real big problem because it affects the pacing and the progress of the game. That one little thing. Another thing is glitchy random enemies popping up. This game is so glitchy in like many ways. But one way is like enemies that you killed. Like, enemies that you killed sometimes would randomly pop back up, come back to life. That's more ammo being wasted, and you don't get that much ammo anyway. My bad. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's crazy. So to me, I'm like, yo, it's so unbalanced. It's bull. And then, so when the glitchy random enemies pop up, right? There was a part in the game. I had to restart my game, dog. I had to restart my game because of how the glitches are. So I got a chance to go to Diamond City. So when I got to Diamond City, when I started my save, 3 soldiers pop up behind me randomly all the time. I start my save and they be shooting me up, and I don't got enough bullets to even compete against them, so I gotta run because my power's going down real fast. But when I run, I'm running into other enemies that's right there. And I'm always dying. I couldn't get past the part, so I had to start the whole game over, play it differently, and then... Yo, like this game really got bad issues, yo. Like horrible game-breaking type of issues. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that, like I said in the beginning, it's a good game, but game of the year and all the stuff that people, nah, man, that's the money. That's the money behind the hype machine. And you know me, I love damn near every game I play. You know how I get down. You see anything negative from me, you know it's real. You know it's real. And I'm telling you, man, this game got a lot of problems, a lot of issues that ruins the fun, that takes away the enjoyment, and a lot of things just doesn't make sense and makes you not want to play. Like, for real. So another thing I wanted to talk about was the ammo, like I said before. Like, and this right here is so stupid. Like, I could get shotgun shells and all this other stuff, right? But it takes so much to kill an enemy. And because you don't get a lot of ammo, you catch yourself doing a lot of melee attacks. And the melee attacks ain't even that great against the enemies. Because sometimes you got multiple enemies and the companion that you have, the AI with the companion that you have, not just dog meat, but if you have somebody else, is really dumb. Like, they'll stand there and look at the enemy and wait for the enemy to just hit them, and then it's like they woke up and now they start shooting, and I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up, dog. Like, these are problems, yo. Like, serious problems in the game. Like, and then on top of the whole ammo thing, like, I can have a shotgun shooting the shit out of you. And I'm like, or a submachine gun and I'm unloading a clip and you still alive. I get a little pistol with a knife at the tip of the pistol and hit you one time, maybe twice, and the enemy is dead. From full power to death with a melee attack with a knife at the end. And I just hit you with a loaded clip submachine gun and you still coming at me. I cannot make this up, yo. This is crazy. How does that even make logical sense? Yo, it's crazy, man. And then another thing is, because of all of these things, it creates horrible pacing with the game. Imagine reading a book and you into it and you get to page 3 ready to go more, and they tell you gotta go upstairs, around the corner, down the block to the Pizza Hut to go find the other page. And then when you get that page, you better read on to it. Like, why I gotta go through so much to progress in your game? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. Like, it doesn't make no sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they don't have things that, like, warn you or tell you things. Like, for example, in Assassin's Creed Syndicate, they got areas where they say suggested level 8. Meaning, if you at level 5, level 6, you may not want to attack this area right now. You may want to level up first, or you want to do other things and then come to this. Like, at least they let you know what's going on so you can make smart decisions. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. Like, that game, no, it don't do that at all. It's ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. Another thing is something that I feel is good to have an open world game where you can explore, you get objects, you get all these other things. It's cool, but anything can be abused to a fault. And I feel that all the stuff that they make you go out and get and go out this, like there was a time where I had to build a generator, and then so I got the generator, I got all this other stuff, right? But then I didn't have certain material to make something, so instead of being able to progress with the game, I gotta go around looking for material, finding objects, and then finally I get the object. Now I gotta fast travel back to where I was at just to fix this. I'm like, come on. It's like all these, for every little step I take, it's something bringing me back, and it just gets to the point where it becomes more of a chore playing Fallout as opposed to just playing a hardcore game that you love and enjoy. And I'm not saying don't have open world. There's a ton of games that's great open world, but there's a balance. When you on the main quest, you go to main quest. Like, you don't gotta, like, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing interrupting your fun and your progress. You see what I'm saying? Anything that you want to do is optional, but don't force things on me if it's not a part of the core of the game. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. So another thing is that I wanted to talk about is like the health mechanic with the radiation. So when you need raid away in order to get rid of the radiation, because you won't be able to get full health if you're damaged by radiation. But it'd have been nice if the radiation was a meter instead of just like a permanent stain until you find something to take it away. But what the problem that I have is some of the health that they give you got radiation in it. So I'm up here eating a mole rat to get some more power, but it also has radiation in it, so it's helping me and it's hurting me at the same time. Why would you even have that there? Like, it's pointless. Like, yo, I'm telling you, man, Fallout got mad issues. You know what I'm saying? So Fallout has a lot of issues. And last but not least, frame rate. Like, they gotta fix that. Like, it's not a super big problem the way it is in a game, but it's a problem, it's significant, and it happens too much. Where the frame rate dips, and especially when you're in combat, you can't be having frame rate messing up in combat. It makes it hard to aim sometimes, and you're missing shots that you should have made because of the frame rate. Come on, man. Like, this is supposed to, and what bothers me is, like, there's a lot of other reviewers that said the same things I said and had similar complaints, but then 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Anyway, I'm like, yo, come on, man. Like, it's getting to the point in the industry where it's just blatantly lying. And it's certain, like, no, like, there's a lot of other games out there that deserve, like, you know, that Game of the Year nominee or just the award itself. And Fallout is a good game. There's a lot of things that they do good, as I explained. But then there's a numerous amount of things that they don't do well. And when you have it like how I just explained it, that's not game of the year material at all. Nah, man. And then they still didn't even fix. Yo, I'm telling you, man. Fallout 4 is one of the most overhyped games, and I don't appreciate that because it shows that there's a lot of money involved curving thoughts on final results of reviews and things like that. Because there's no way in the world I'm going to tell you all that I told you, but then say the game is 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. I'll be lying to you if I did that. You see what I'm saying? And that's not fair. That's not right. And I'm seeing it too much in the industry that I love, man. That's not cool. You know, that's not cool. So, to wrap it up, let's talk about some suggestions. So, just to end it off, I think that some of the suggestions that I would say is when you're upgrading your character and you know you're getting intelligence and you're getting all these other things, I think it'd be cool if they had like recommended stuff. Like if the game kind of told you, hey, this is how you should do it. You could do it however you want to do it, but we're going to provide a suggestion or give you the ability to have like auto upgrades. So they know how the game is, so they know how to balance your character out if you don't know how to balance it out yourself. Like, it has to be a relationship within the developer and the end user of a game. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what makes it even more special and what brings gamers closer to your game when you make it. So I think that for a suggestion, make sure you get the frame rate right. Have some things in place where it's more automatic and more instantaneous, because a lot of times you could lose a person. Like, so far I've been playing so much of the game that the story, the main story that I'm supposed to be following, I'm so out of touch with the main story because they send you on wild goose chases to do so many small, simple things, and it's like it's not impacting what's going on when I first got introduced to the world in Fallout 4 in the beginning. So it's, yeah, you know, so my suggestion is get the frame rate right, have better balance, have more ammo and all this other stuff so you can really have a fair fight, and make the AI smarter in terms of your companion, you know, and just make sure it all comes together and the performance is right. That'll be my suggestions. Other than that, one love, God bless, the one and only HipHopGamer, Fallout 4. That was the review, baby. We out. Peace.